Okay, so this poster is going to talk about der Konditional. Der Konditional in German is the conditional tense. It's what you would do. Okay, so if you remember back from how to form the future tense, we use the verb werden. We use werden when we know 100% what we're going to be doing in the future. It's definite. We have conviction that we are going to do that, hook or by crook. Hook or by crook means that I'm just going to do it one way or the other, but I'm definitely going to get it done. Okay? So let's begin. To use the conditional tense, it's used to talk about things that may happen in the future but are not certain. So there is no conviction, or there is no definite plausibility for this actually happening. So to use this, we use the verb worden. Now it's W-U umlaut or D-E-N. So I have on there side, ik wurde, du wurdest, sie wurde, wir wurden, ihr wurdet, sie wurden. Okay? So the example here beside it, we have ich gehe ins Kino. I go to the cinema. If we were to say, I will go to the cinema, I know definitely at 8 o'clock I'm going down to watch whatever's in the cinema, TED 2, I'm not sure. I would say, ich werde ins Kino gehen. If I didn't know whether or not I definitely would be going, because I may be going out or I could be visiting my family, so plans are shaky. They're not definite. I would say, ich würde ins Kino gehen. So again, the conditional tense is used to talk about things that may happen but are not certain. Okay? So you can use ich würde as a standalone concept, or you can connect it with one of the two most important verbs in German, which is sein or haben. Now, in the conditional tense, sein and haben also change, as do all verbs. So let's go down the sign list first. Ich wäre, du wärst, sie wäre, wir wären, ihr wäret, and sie wären. Okay, now haben. Ich hätte, du hättest, sie hätte, wir hätten, ihr hättet, sie hätten. In the poster, the umlaut is absent over the H, over the A in Z, but you know to put the umlaut over it. So let's look at the example there. So I have A, B corresponding to A, which is were, and B, which is had. So the first example. Wäre ich reich, würde ich ein Haus kaufen. If I were rich, I would buy a house. So again, as I say, I don't know if I'll be rich in the future. I'd like to think that I have enough money to be able to afford a house and have enough living expenses so not to be homeless. But that is not definite, because nothing is certain in life. You need to have a good work ethic and ethos. And even with that, you need to always keep ahead of the game, so to speak. So because it's not definite, even though my best intentions are to make sure that I do have enough living money to buy a new house, I can say, ich werde ein Haus kaufen, because I don't really know. It's not definite, it's not concrete. So I would say, wäre ich reich, würde ich ein Haus kaufen. So if I were rich, I would buy a house. Likewise, for B, hätte ich Zeit, würde ich ins Kino gehen. So again, back to the example of I want to go to the cinema and I want to see whatever's in the cinema. I said the example of TED 2. I don't know what else is in the cinema. So if I knew definitely I was going, I'd say ich werde ins Kino gehen. But because I don't, I might have to go to my parents. I might go out. I might have some work-related thing to do. So I don't fully know. I don't have any decision made up in my head. So, hätte ich Zeit, würde ich ins Kino gehen. So, were and had. Okay. So, throughout your studies, you would see as a variant construction of those, and we're going to look at the very bottom of the poster. So, in the notes section, you can also use then. So, then is a signifier of when or if. Okay? When or if. When I had more time, if I had more time. So in German they're interchangeable, but in English there are slight differences between them. So, wenn ich Zeit hätte, würde ich ins Kino gehen. Okay? Wenn ich reich wäre, würde ich ein Haus kaufen. So you can use to if you wish. Some students would deviate to wenn because it's kind of a set construct, or wenn ich Zeit hätte, wenn ich reich wäre, but there's nothing wrong with using the first and the second example that I've given to you. Okay? Just a slight informational. Early on in the video I said you can use the phrase hook or by crook. That was because during the English invasion of Ireland, of what now is the Republic of Ireland, Sir Oliver Cromwell, when he was kind of like going to dock in Ireland, the two ports that he could have docked on were, one was called Hook and one was called Crook, Hook or by Crook, and they were in the border of Wexford. So that's where the phrase came from in Hiberno, or England, English of Ireland.